You actually got your builder's license. That was one of the things that I knew when I was starting out to build houses, to do larger remodel projects. You have to have a home builder's license.
You gotta build up and up, man.
That's right. You got to be qualified. That's a different level. When you want to do somebody's remodel project, you can do it. You can license it. You can permit it. All of that stuff matters. And that's what we've been going through on the home building show, is educating people on a licensed contractor, right? And a licensed home builder. That means you went through and took your test. You took 2 exams. Here, we take a business exam. It's more of a business law exam. And that's the accountability factor that Ryan has and his team at 22 Builds have. Is he's not just an investor. Given his background, you would think somebody like you would just be a turnkey investor, but you actually took the time to study and get your state license so you can legitimately remodel and build homes. And to me, that says something about what you're going to do moving forward. You know what I mean? You took it seriously enough, because you can be an investor in our industry and just find somebody who has a license and let them do all the legwork. And you're always going to own 22 Builds because it's your license. So that's a different level of contractor and a different level of accountability. And when we're out doing remodeling, that's one of the first things people ask around here is, are you licensed and insured? And you're licensed and insured, so that's a big deal. Who is it that you're connected with that you feel is going to move the mission of 22 Builds forward?
I feel everybody I'm working with right now, everybody that's currently doing it, Stacy, Valencia, Adrian, those are 3 people I have right now. I feel like, but though I got a solid crew.
You got a good group of professionals.
A good group of people that all have like the same vision, the end goals. We're working towards the same thing. Everybody on the same page.
I would like to talk to you about building home. Are they reaching out to you? Are they calling? Do you have a contact? Who do they actually need to talk to?
We got to call our company, the director. We have like a little directory there for that.
They need to call the number. You got a website, right?
Yeah, I do.
22builds.com?
Yeah, .org.
.org. Good. That's good clarification. And we'll put the link in the bio and everything. This show is to share those connections and put out people who are doing good work. And you're going to see and hear a lot from Ryan Anderson and 22 Builds because he is community rooted, and this was his background. This is what he came from, and he's come back to it. It's pretty cool to see somebody like you come full circle in our industry. And like people, they downplay our industry. Like construction is a dirty word or a dirty job. And here we've tried to change that narrative.
I feel like y'all at Kirby Customs do a great job of getting awareness out, and also like lending a hand, a bridge, like with me, like the stuff. You open up the full setup for somebody that's in the same area. Like you don't get that often. It's like more people like you raising awareness and doing more towards the workforce here. I feel like that's big. We need more workforce development.
I would love to get you involved with. Again, the mission of this show is to do exactly what you were talking about on a grander scale. And we appreciate all the people that watch and tune in and listen to the podcast. But I'm glad you said that, because, again, we got to get back to changing the narrative on construction.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, and coming from here, that's the options you have. You either going to college or you going to the military. It's a whole lot of other jobs out there that's like people living well, plumbing, electrical, welding, carpentry.
That's right. And we want to encourage people to do what we do. When you look at, and you are a prime example, and I really appreciate, you could have done anything, and this is what you do, and now you can help us lead through this, change the narrative of construction being negative. My family grew up in it, and my dad was a contractor, a remodeler his whole life, and it was tough. I was at the point where I didn't want that, because I saw, the struggles and things, and me going off and getting my business degree and things like that gave me the footing, the capability to come back home to Baldwin County and say, I have this, and he's still a contractor, and he has that knowledge. How can we package that?
Right.
And talking to you, I think that was kind of the same thing.
The same setup. It was like, Like, I don't want to do it this way. Like once you get off and you become a little more knowledgeable, you can come back and say it don't have to be that way. I mean, that's what you did.
Yep.
You're doing it the right way.
All you got is a couple of people trying to do the right thing. We're changing the narrative together, and I'm excited for what 22 Builds has, what he's going to put out there. And I can tell you, I can attest from the little bit of time that we've gotten to know each other. He's cut from a different cloth, and I'm very appreciative that you give me your time and that you let these kids that are going to watch this and listen to this know that the construction industry is where it's at.
I don't want to do nothing else. Like,